What's going on, everyone? I'm back with yet another base build for you guys. Hope all of you are feeling good and trying to keep positive. This build turned out pretty nice and works well for trio or quad teams. If you play modded, you could probably run this base as solo or duo. But before we get into all of that, I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you. We just broke 3,000 subscribers, and I want all of you to know that I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my work. These build videos take a generous amount of time for me to produce with the way I structure them. Above all else, I want them to be clear and concise. Guys, I need you to do me a favor quick. Hit that like button to let me know you're here. And if you have an additional second to spare, leave me a comment below. Say what's up, and let me know what you think of this build after you finish watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to join the fam. To all of you stuck at home, stay strong, stay safe, remember to eat well. Use this time to become a better you instead of sinking beneath the problems of the world. We'll all get through this together and come out stronger than we were before. To all of you truck drivers, nurses, doctors, first responders, gas station clerks, grocery store workers, bank tellers, any of you that work in public right now, I just want all of you to know I have a lot of respect for you and wish you all good health. One last thing. I concept, build, and film all of my base build videos on my personal server, which I've made available to all of you. You can find it by searching the modded servers list for Witness. There's build kits and loads of other features like B-Grade and Instacraft, which are unlocked for everyone. There's only 20 slots available right now, but if you guys end up liking it and using it, I'll consider expanding the server and adding additional features in the future. To start, this base offers 2 stables, which are capable of sheltering up to 2 horses each. They are located on both the left and right sides of the base, and double up as Honeycomb. The entryway has 3 trade windows and was built with visibility in mind. There's also a window that faces the front door, allowing you to easily defend the entrance from inside. Above the entrance, there is a bag room, as well as a locker and some additional storage for backup kits. Moving on, a refinery is used to access the primary hallway. There are 2 shotgun traps above the entrance, as well as some additional storage, with yet another shotgun trap on the shelf above the refinery. We now enter the main hallway, which provides access to the shooting floor, and stores 9 furnaces, an optional computer station, and finally, 2 additional loot rooms. A traditional stability bunker is utilized to protect the core of base. In the core, you'll be able to fit 4 beds, Tier 2 and Tier 3 workbench, 9 small boxes, 8 large boxes, an auto turret, and 5 shotgun traps. The TC is hidden behind the Tier 3 workbench, and upkeep isn't too daunting for a group of 4. Next, we'll visit the shooting floor, which is open concept. It can be fully stacked with garage doors if you prefer. There are roof access points available on both sides of the front of base. Now, we head upstairs to the minicopter hangars. Then, finally, we'll go up the tower, which provides yet another place to defend from, and is accessed via ladder hatch. The ladder hatch is guarded by 4 flame turrets and 4 shotgun traps, which will help slow down raiders who try to take you out from the top down. Here's a look at the overall footprint required to complete this build. There's a total of 11 square foundations and 20 triangle foundations, 2 of which are raised. Start by placing a triangle foundation, then place 2 square foundations on both sides of it. Add 2 triangle foundations at back, and 2 more triangles on each side of the square, as shown. You can now add another square foundation in the center, then place a door frame. For now, you'll want to keep the door frame wood. We'll destroy it later on. Add walls all the way around and upgrade them to stone. Now, let's place our TC. First, add a back wall. Place the TC in the back center of the triangle. Add some upkeep. Then add a roof and upgrade it to stone. If you place the TC correctly, you will be able to access the walls from the entrance of the door frame, which is exactly what you want. This makes upgrading much easier later on. Add a door to reinforce the TC room. Now let's create a temporary airlock. Add walls on both sides of the square foundations shown, then place a door frame. Upgrade the door frame to wood, and then upgrade the 2 walls to stone. Create the loot rooms by adding a half wall and floor tiles. Then destroy the half wall to create your shelves. Add a wall frame and do the same on the other side. Add 2 more wall frames as shown. Upgrade them to stone. And don't forget to add another door. You can fit 3 furnaces in the open triangle. Then add a window frame or wall frame, whichever you prefer. You'll eventually want garage doors on all of the available wall frames. You can use double doors to start. Place your Tier 1 workbench in the corner shown. Fill out the first loot room however you prefer. After that, you can fit a grill and a small box next to the workbench. fill out the second loot room, and add bags for your team. You can fit a research table with a large box underneath in the second room. I recommend a shotgun trap here. You can fit a campfire here if you'd like. Add 3 triangle foundations. The second and third both need to be raised in order for the bunker to function properly. Upgrade them to stone. Now add a square foundation and 4 walls to it. Add 3 half walls on each of the raised foundations. Upgrade everything to stone, then begin adding the walls and wall frames to fill out the second floor. There will be a total of 11 wall frames. The center triangle will be used as our roof access point for now. Don't forget to add a half wall before placing a regular wall down so that you can add a floor tile, which will both conceal shotgun traps and give you an easy way to jump up. Place 3 triangle floor tiles and the half wall in the orientation shown. Add a ceiling. Place 2 more walls. Floor tile. And a wall frame for the roof access point. Upgrade everything to stone. Then finish out the interior by adding a couple more half walls above the bunker. Now you can place shelves for additional storage. Place garage doors on each available wall frame. Add 2 more wall frames near the bunker entrance and make sure you upgrade the floor tile placed earlier. Then add garage doors to the wall frames. You have 2 options for this room. You could just simply add a staircase, or you can place a salvage shelf to create room for extra storage, as well as a nice, easy way to transition between floors. With the salvage shelf here, you'll be able to fit a repair bench, 1 large box, 1 grill, and 7 small boxes. I like to use this area as a second floor loot room, but feel free to get creative and use the space for whatever you'd like. In my opinion, it's smart to split your loot up between floor levels whenever possible. Now you can add 2 furnaces on this triangle. Head over to the other side of the second floor. You can fit a large box, grill, and small box here. Then you can fit 2 more furnaces to the triangle on the right side of the large box. Now place the 5 remaining furnaces, wrapping back around to the other side of base. You can fit another large box, grill, and small box here, or use the space for a computer station. Alright, we're basically finished with the second floor now. Let's head back to the core of base to create our bunker. Begin by removing each door, then destroy the wooden door frames previously placed. Salvaged swords work best for this. Place 2 half walls, then destroy the lower half wall and upgrade the remaining half wall to stone. Now place a wall frame. If you plan to place a garage door here, there's no need to upgrade the wall frame past stone, but I recommend using a double armored door if possible, so I'm upgrading this frame to sheet so I don't have to mess with it later on. Now let's place some traps to further secure the base. I like to add a shotgun trap and flame turret to the floor tile above the bunker entrance. You can place an additional shotgun trap above the raised foundation if you'd like. Place 2 more shotgun traps in the loot room, and then 2 more right where you have to make a sharp turn. These serve as backup traps for anyone trying to raid you from the top down. Finally, add 3 more shotgun traps underneath the floor tile that leads to the roof. Don't forget to seal up the roof access point like I did. First, we'll add the necessary foundations for this part of the build. We want to hide the fact that there's a bunker embedded in base as soon as possible. To do so, we need to conceal the raised foundations. Once we complete this stage, we'll add honeycomb to the back side of base, which is now extremely vulnerable. Place window frames on the outer triangles, then add the wall frames, door frames, and the rest of the window frames shown. Now upgrade the area shown to stone. This space will be used as our first horse stable. Place a garage door, then seal it off from inside. Now we want to demolish this foundation, but first add a wall here. Place 2 additional walls on top of the others. Then add a ceiling. Upgrade everything to stone. Place 3 trade windows. Add doors. Window embrasures, and a reinforced glass window if you prefer. Now add a wall frame on the raised foundation shown. Then finish off the 2x2's second floor using a combination of walls, window frames, and wall frames. I recommend placing both embrasures and reinforced glass on the front window, as you can remove the glass to defend from this room without worrying about someone getting in if you die. Add a garage door or double door here and here. Now you can place 4 more bags and use this room as a secondary spawn room. I like to place a locker and large box to store a couple of backup gear sets and some food. Now add a garage door here. Then place your oil refinery on the ground. Place another wall frame. Add a half wall. Then place a floor tile to use as a shelf for additional storage. You can place 2 small boxes on the raised foundation here if you'd like. You can also add another large box here. Use the ground around the refinery to plant food or hemp. Add 2 large boxes, 2 small boxes, and a shotgun trap here. I recommend placing 2 additional shotgun traps in the available space above the raised foundation. Now let's head outside and add a trough. Add a square and triangle foundation. Make sure the triangle's inner wall faces outward. Upgrade everything, then add a garage door and trough to complete the second stable. Honeycomb the first floor is shown. As mentioned prior, honeycombing is a very important step as the back of base is extremely vulnerable in its current state. So plan to honeycomb immediately after you add the front entrance, or even before if you'd like. If you're low on materials, consider honeycombing just the first floor for now. If you have more shotgun traps available, consider placing one here. Alright, now for the shooting floor. Begin by placing two walls, a half wall and floor tile. Remove the half wall, then add the wall frame shown. Place 4 half walls here, add floor tiles, and add the remaining wall frames. Once that's finished, you can begin adding window frames on the outer triangles. Upgrade everything to stone. Place vertical embrasures on the window frames and add a trade window on the wall frame shown on both sides of base. Add a ceiling, upgrade it to stone, then after that we can create our new rooftop access point. Add 2 walls, a half wall, and floor tile. Destroy the half wall. Add a wall frame, upgrade everything to stone, and place a garage door and shotgun trap. At minimum, add these garage doors. Eventually, you'll want to add as many doors as you can afford to. Use your best judgment on which ones you'd like to place first. You can add 2 or 3 shotgun traps underneath the half walls to protect the shooting floor exits. You'll need to remove a couple of things to upgrade the walls inside the core. I recommend upgrading the ceiling tiles as well as the walls to high qual while leaving the foundation sheet. This is all preference depending on what you and your team can afford. You'll for sure want the raised foundations of the bunker entrance to be high qual. You can fit a tier 2 in the triangle that originally housed 3 furnaces. Place a tier 3 workbench in front of the door to the TC room to increase raid cost. Heading upstairs, I recommend upgrading these 3 ceiling tiles to high qual, and as far as the rest of the base goes, upgrade at your own discretion. Here's a quick look at how I recommend upgrading the rest of the base though. I make the entire second floor sheet, including the sidewalls of the secondary spawn room. Alright, now let's build the hangar, helipad, and tower. Head up to the roof. Add 2 walls, half wall, floor tile. Destroy the half wall, and add a wall frame. Add the wall frames and walls shown. Then upgrade everything to stone, and add a ceiling. You can fit a grill and a small box on both sides of the hangar if you'd like. These can be used to quickly drop loot, or to simply cook up some food before flying out. Add garage doors on all but 2 of the wall frames. You don't need to place these 2 because the minicopter won't fit if there is a garage door in use there. I know this is obvious, but I've got to say it. You can stop here if you'd like to save on cost and upkeep. The tower is not required. Add walls around the triangles and upgrade them to stone. Create shelves within each triangle using the half wall method so that you can protect the traps placed underneath. Add a ceiling and place a floor frame for a ladder hatch. Now you can add a roof all the way around. Start by adding them to the outer triangles. Then finally, add them around the square. Head back inside and place flame turrets in each of the triangles. Then add shotgun traps at the top of all of the triangles. Add a garage door to the drop down and place another shotgun trap underneath. I recommend adding 2 more shotgun traps as shown to protect the hangar entrances. Now head out back and place 2 triangle floor tiles to finish off the helipad. You can leave these stone or upgrade them to sheet if you prefer. Your call. To finish up, head out of the shooting floor's front exit and place the rest of the roofs. Add them as you wish. The only ones that are truly required here are the first 4 to protect the exit points. If you have barricades researched, you can fit 2 on top of the square as shown. This is personal preference, so don't feel like you have to have these to fully complete the build. That completes this build out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.